video, I'm going to show you yet another creative way to trade with Delta, to trade with the trend, to trade reversals, to trade off of key levels, all kinds of fun stuff. And the main focus today is on using cumulative delta. I've got this morning's price action loaded up so we can see what happened on the 1 minute NQ chart during the market open. I've got the ultimate delta histogram. It's also painting the candle colors and the background colors. This is being painted by the trend and reversal indicator using the cumulative delta as an input series. So this is measuring the trend core of the cumulative delta represented by this background color. Also, these gold triangles that appear. This is cumulative delta divergence. And then lastly, we have cumulative delta reversals. So red arrows and these green arrows. The reversal arrows will not work on per bar delta, but they will work on the cumulative delta. And then I've got various other signals hidden way above or way below. And the signal counter is counting those signals and printing a number, telling me how many signals per bar. Stay tuned, I will go over all of the settings. But first, let me show you some of the things that I'd be looking for when I'm trading a chart like this. Here's our first candle of the New York Open. And for over 10 minutes in pre-market, we've got a lot of divergence building up. These red triangles are regular per bar delta divergence, and the gold triangles are cumulative delta divergence. Also, right before the market opens, we have a significant amount of negative delta coming in. We start getting some signal counter signals to the downside. This first candle of the New York Open has some single bar divergence. You can tell by the black inside of the candle. So even though this is an up closing candle, we have a significant amount of negative delta coming in. So I'm much more interested in a break lower, below the low of this candle. The next candle, we have more negative delta coming in. We've got a 4 signal on the signal counter, taking a break below. We make it down to VWAP, start getting some divergence. We get an 8 signal and some single bar divergence. We have a nice bounce up off of VWAP. Got some more single bar divergence. Very bearish candle right here. Giant wick. Point of control drawn up into this wick. When we break below the low here, we get another very nice move down. You can look so far this morning, all negative delta. And on this candle, we even have a giant wick on the delta. So very bearish. Our cumulative delta background is red. It turned red during the first 1 minute candle of the market open. And now as we're making this next push lower, you see divergence building up. We've got all these green triangles. We've got a lot of bullish signals on the signal counter. And we get a nice 80-point retracement there. Here we've got a cumulative delta reversal signal. This is a very bearish candle. We've had quite a move down already, but then there's VWAP right in the way. So really not a good area to take a long in right there. On this candle, we've got a very nice sized bottom wick, point of control down in the wick, and single bar divergence, as well as some more delta divergence and a pretty high signal count. So looking to take a break above this candle, we get a very nice push back up to VWAP. VWAP holds again. We get some delta divergence and a 5 signal here. Another push lower. We start getting multiple reversal signals on the cumulative delta. Get point of control drawn down into this wick. See the delta increasing. And right here on this candle, this is a trade that I took this morning. Got a very nice strong full body candle. Close above VWAP. Delta is increasing. I waited for a break above the R1 pivot here. This little blue line. Once we break above this line, the delta continues to increase. We pop up 60 points in a few minutes. Start to get some divergence and reversal signal. Price never breaks below this candle until a few minutes later. On this candle, point of control is drawn up to the very top of this candle. We get a nice pullback right back to VWAP. Here's some cumulative delta divergence. The cumulative delta trend core turned red here. Kind of some mixed signals. Nothing that would make me really want to jump into a trade. However, if you did go for a scalp long above VWAP, it did pop up about 20 points there. Here we've got the cumulative delta trend core changing green again. So I'd be looking for a break above. We've got a lot of key levels in the way, so I'd want to see price to break above these key levels. Here we start getting some signals building up on the signal counter. We're getting a lot of delta divergence. pull back up to the VWAP. Now we're getting some signal counters building up to the downside. We get a little move down, then just kind of chop around in this key level area. And this is at 10:30 when I'm done trading. I usually only trade from 9:30 to 10:30. So those are some of the things that I'm looking for when I'm trading every day. All right, so let's look at these settings. I've got the ultimate delta on here. I've only got level 2 and 3 activated. The colors for the neutral and the level 1 are both the same. Then I've got single bar divergence activated, just the bar color, not the outline. I've got one instance of the trend and reversal with the ultimate delta as an input. Chosen delta close as the plot. This is an up-down tick mode. It's measuring divergence, 80 and 20, overbought, oversold, look back period of 1. I've also got the trend flow activated, strength of 3, directional filter on. It's printing green and red dots. Here's a green ultimate delta trend flow dot. This one never broke above these key levels. A couple more there. And then I've got a bunch of instances of the trend and reversal that I'm using off of the screen by using these wide offsets. And for these 5 instances, I'm only measuring the reversals, look back period of 3, overbought, oversold of 60 and 40. And then the divergence, look back period of 1, overbought and oversold of 60 and 40. So I've got the default input series. I've got one with the stochastics. I've got one with the Williams. I've got one with the MACD. And I've got one with the volume oscillator. And then this instance of the trend and reversal, this is actually the ADX dots, input series of the ADX. The only thing that is activated is the trend flow. Got the signal dots on, strength of 1, directional filter on, SMA filter on, period of 3. I've got 2 instances of the XXX, and it's only painting the MA wave and the MA cross signal dots. Here's one with the default settings of 14, 8, and 3 for the EMAs. And I've got wide offsets on both of these signals. This is in single moving average mode. On the second instance of the XXX, same thing, except I've got EMA settings of 9, 6, and 3. Just looking for much shorter term trend changes. And then lastly, I've got one more instance of the MMT trend and reversal. This time I've got the ultimate delta as an input series, but it's in cumulative mode. So I've got delta close as the plot, up down tick mode, and I've got the cumulative mode checked on. This is looking for divergence, look back period of 1, overbought, oversold of 60 and 40, and the trend core is painting the background. Period of 7, overbought and oversold 50 and 50. The reversals, a look back period of 9, overbought, oversold 60 and 40. You might also want to play around changing this number to a 3 for the reversal look back. You'll get more signals that way. Then I've got the MMT signal counter, counting up all of the signals and printing these numbers. So those are the settings, and that's how I trade it. I hope you got some good ideas for your own trading. There are links to all the fun toys in the description. And anyone that's out there using code MonkeyMan is absolutely amazing. Take Profit Trader still has their no-fee deal going on. Tradeify has some great deals going on. I appreciate you taking the time to tune in. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.